We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Naquin is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting second.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 67 degrees our game time temperature. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
And this is swung on and missed by Jones as he's down on strikes for the second out.
Left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And the pitch. Cody Bellinger is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. Peralta's up with it. Throw on to Carpenter gets him, and that ends the inning. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Tyler Naquin.
In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a looper to left. Bellinger coming in. He's got it one away. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. On the ground to the left side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. Man at first for him following the one-out single.
Ben Zobrist.
Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Jed Jerko. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One and one. Here it is. Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So coming to the plate, Matt Carpenter. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright.
Fielder J.D. Martinez.
Now here's the pitch. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Digging in, Justin Bohr. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Bohr is retired, 2 down now.
Batting sixth.
Now at the plate, Evan Gattis. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Well, a good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1 on its way. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Digging in, Yadier Molina. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Yadier Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. And now Jones fires it in off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Digging in now, Trevor Story. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Johnny Peralta.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Johnny Peralta is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball 1-2.
Well, he's sitting pretty right now, Matt. 1-2. You definitely want to get this guy out. Don't give him too much to hit, make him chase. But you got the pitcher on the on deck, so you want him to start next half inning.
This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. Stepping in, Adam Wainwright, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chen sets. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Bottom of the second here with no score. Ball one.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball. Not in the big leagues anyway.
Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Now batting, Derek Dietrich. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Derek Dietrich.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ball one.
That's out.
The 1-0 delivery. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And oh, this one drops. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Peralta's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8.
Here's Echeverria now, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The pitcher number
Digging
54.
in, Wei-Yin Chen. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Zobrist is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Ready for another chance. Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Martinez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Ben Zobrist. A base hit in his first trip. Chen's ready. First pitch on its way. Grounded, foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Standing in, Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to look. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Adam Jones comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Cody Bellinger comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks on the move. And that ends the inning. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Cardinal fourth. Third baseman, Jed Jerko.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field. Throwing to second. The tag, and he is out at second. Here's Matt Carpenter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carpenter.
And that's high for a ball. 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Bellinger is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
The catcher, number 4.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. And that's the third out. Here's J.D. Martinez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Justin Bour. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Evan Gattis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Trevor Story.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Jones is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The batter.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in,
50.
Adam Wainwright hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis showing off his range. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Derek Dietrich comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Derek Dietrich.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game. Striding in once again, Adeiny Echeverria. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Digging in to try it again. Wei-Yin Chen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. Leadoff. Man on base. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Swing and a liner. But this is pulled in by the shortstop, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners off for second. And he shoots this back into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Digging in once again, Jed Jerko. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that'll get through into right as he comes up in the clutch. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Settling in now, Matt Carpenter. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly he's sitting fastball, ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here and right. And he is in there. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 1 for 2 with a double on the left. So far. Junichi Tazawa takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 25, Junichi Tazawa.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Coming to the plate now, Trevor Story. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate. So striding in, Johnny Peralta trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Now the 1-1 to Peralta. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Kipnis is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here.
Jason Kipnis.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Kipnis will take the turn and head for second now. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and Kipnis is into third base with a triple. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Heading out towards shallow right. Zobrist has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Ready for another shot now. Cody Bellinger, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through into center field, base hit, and they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1. Now in the box, J.D. Martinez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch. You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. J.D. Martinez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Justin Bohr is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Molina has it, and the throw to first ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready once again, Adam Wainwright. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Adam Wainwright.
And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And he's set down, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now pitch on the way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He laid on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Popped up. Under it, Hechavarria for out number 2. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now here it comes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill. Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Belanger is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Evan Gattis. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Evan Gattis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Evan Gattis goes quietly to lead off the 8th. Liner towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Standing in, Adeiny Hechavarria. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Hechavarria.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Now to the plate, Junichi Tazawa. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Number 23 will come on to pinch hit here in a big... Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Now the 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. In comes Naquin, but he won't get there. It falls in. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. The bases are loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to put a dent in that 3-run deficit.
Number 46.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Digging in, Cody Bellinger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Oh, that was a big pitch right there. That was a swing count for me. Now the pressure's really mounting.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mike Montgomery is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
39. Mike Montgomery.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Fielder Ben Zobrist.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Jed Jerko.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this away for the second out. Stepping into the box, Matt Carpenter. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Sun Hwan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 26. Sun Hwan.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Justin Bohr stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
So it was a swinging strike three. Justin Bohr goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. And guys, the Cardinals were given an excellent starting pitching performance here by this man, Adam Wainwright. Strike opposed, he's our tops player of the game.
Well, I was impressed by this outing, no doubt. The numbers don't lie. 7 1/3, very solid inning.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Well, they've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but this is why you have veterans. And the veteran pitcher on the mound, he's been through this before. He knows more than anybody. He has to have a quality outing and give his team a chance to win. They need it now more than any other time.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third.
So digging in now, Hyun-Soo Kim. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here comes the 1-0. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Third baseman
Here's
number
Matt
13.
Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Young ranging back at the track. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Batting fifth.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Matt Adams. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Batting sixth.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Murphy ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Into the box now is Chris Young as he'll swing it to get things started in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Chris Young.
Swing and a little blooper to center. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Swung on and missed for the first strike. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together. And I'm looking at one right now.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Benintendi. is retired. 2 down now.
Batting third.
Here's
right
George Springer.
fielder,
No one aboard
George
for him, and 2 gone
Springer.
here in the first. And this is fouled straight back. Waka gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and that drills him on the mound as it veers off toward short. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First delivery to him on the way.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he's safe. Here's Addison Russell, hoping to cash in here in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away.
Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now that's popped up. Adams is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there. So striding forward now, Ben Zobrist. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Ben
into the windup and the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill. He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Russell able to tuck this one in for out number 1.
Shortstop.
Striding in, Trevor Story. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Michael.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Michael Waka is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. Lackey ready with the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance. Stepping in, Miguel Montero. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Miguel Montero.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. So striding in, Yulieski Gurriel. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Hit in the air to shallow center. Hicks on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here's Javier Baez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kim ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting ninth.
Stepping up now, John Lackey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Waka delivering a 1-1. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off.
Leading off for the
Hyun-Soo Kim.
Cardinals.
He'll stand in to
Left-fielder.
open things up here in the third.
Kim.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Third baseman number 13.
Digging in for his second at bat, Matt Carpenter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Young racing back to the track, into the basket, and it's gone. Ready for another chance. Matt Adams. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he is out on the tag.
The batter,
Digging in to try it again.
Catcher,
Yadier Molina. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Set to deliver on 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. Throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that retires the side. At the plate, Chris Young. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Chris Young.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-1. Here it comes. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Andrew Benintendi becomes out number 2 this inning. George Springer is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Waka gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate. And 2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight. Standing in, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Trevor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Standing in, Michael Waka. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A windup and the 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Tyler Naquin waits on deck. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
The batter.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Young will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
I like the high fastball. 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell.
Shortstop.
Comes into this at bat
Addison
0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next
Coming to the
Cubs,
plate now, Miguel
catcher.
Montero. He drew a walk his first time up. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 now to Montero. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2. Yulieski Gurriel would be next. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks.
Leading
0
off
for 1 for him here in this one. And now the Cubs
Aaron
bullpen will start
Hicks.
working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Chop foul wide of first. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Right there, Murphy at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to short. Russell's got it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Carpenter comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Young is there. And the inning is over. At the plate, Yulieski Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Yulieski Gurriel.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Just miss on that changeup. I like that pitch right there. You got 2 strikes on him. Throw that changeup and see if he chases it. That time he laid off, but hey, good idea.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Javier Baez.
First delivery to him on the way. Javier Baez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
The pitcher, number
Stepping
41.
in, John Lackey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lonnie Chisenhall will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out in the base.
Chisenhall.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Misses, ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Molina gathers, and that ends the inning. Tyler Thornburg will come on out of the bullpen, as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Tyler Thornburg.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Adams.
Leading off for
He'll
St.
start
Louis.
things out now in the
First
top half
baseman,
of the 6th.
Matt Adams.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing, following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Montero gathers. And the throw is there to record the first out. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now, as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Baez has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in once again, Ben Zobrist. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. 1-1 now to Zobrist. And that one stayed up a little high. Zobrist awaiting the 2-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there, as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, shortstop.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Oh, and Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at 2nd. And this is fouled back and out of play. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Here's Chris Young. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Center fielder, Chris Young.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Andrew Benintendi goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. George Springer is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hicks is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Walker. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Well struck but foul over by the coaching box. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Benintendi moves over. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Murphy's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the tradition.
So stepping in, Daniel Murphy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Molina has it, and he makes the throw to first. Murphy is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Addison Russell. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And he misses 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Wilson Contreras will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Adams will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2. Ready once again, Yulieski Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Waka comes set and delivers to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Stepping up now, Hyun-Soo Kim. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Hyun-Soo Kim.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Benintendi racing back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. So striding in, Matt Carpenter. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, Matt Adams. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here's Javier Baez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Javier Baez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. Drilled on the ground to short. Story brings it in. 1 away. In now, Tyler Thornburg. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth begins to stretch. Down the third baseline. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Chris Young. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Molina gathers. And the throw to first ends the inning. Koji
attention,
Uehara
please.
enters from the
Now
pen to
pitching for
start the
Cubs,
ninth.
number 19.
Here's the catcher, Yadier
Koji
Molina. He'll be charged with trying to get on
This
board,
change
leading off the
defensively for
ninth.
Cubs. Now catching, number 40, Wilson.
Hit back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Ben Zobrist
Second
now.
baseman.
It's been an 0 for
Ben
2 effort for him
Zobrist.
to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Looped out towards short. On to first, and there were 2 down. And that
Now
brings
batting.
in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Oh, and he misses it. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one
Now
indeed.
Pitcher.
Striding
Michael
into the box,
Wacha.
Michael Wacha. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all
Your
game
attention,
long.
please.
Number 32
Pinch
will be
hitting for the
charged
pitcher,
with the job
Wacha.
of getting that guy
Number
home as
32.
he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Missed a pretty good pitch to hit right there. You know he wants that one back because you usually don't get more than one of those in an at-bat.
And that misses 1-1. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting.
Now to
Right
the
fielder.
plate, Tyler Naquin. He flew out in his last
Your
at
attention,
bat.
please.
Rob Zastryzny
Now pitching
takes
for
over
the
now with 2
Chicago
gone
Cubs.
here
Number 29, Rob.
from the stretch.
Zastryzny.
Runners breaking for the plate. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Here's a shot. No, he'll get to this one. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Tyler
attention,
Lyons
please.
will come on
Now
and make
pitching
his
for the
4th
Cardinals.
appearance in this
Number
campaign.
70, Tyler.
Stepping in,
Lyons.
Andrew Benintendi. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And he'll strike out here yet
The right
again,
fielder,
as it's
number
been a ball
4,
game to forget thus
George
far. 4
Springer.
strikeouts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. George Springer swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it. But you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now.
Daniel.
Digging in,
Murphy.
Daniel Murphy. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, his stuff was electric here in this one, so there's
The California Coastal Layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, number 72.
And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching two teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball hopefully in this game.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
In the second
into the box, Aaron Hicks. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Simmons is there. On to first, and there were two down. Now in the box, Hyun-Soo Kim. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
Well, that was a curveball looking right there. I tell you what, that was a nice curve. Just really froze it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Andrew Toles.
In there, 0-1. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Ready on 1-2. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. Here's Corey Seager. His average coming in way up there in the 380s. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So digging in now, Justin Turner. The average for him at the start of play, right at a 1-for-3 clip, 333. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Soft liner to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Adrian Gonzalez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Outside, 3-0 now. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Matt Adams. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Too low, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Line drive to left. Peterson is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Striding in, Yadier Molina. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the 2-out hit. Here's Ben Zobrist now, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Franklin Gutierrez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Here's the first pitch to him.
Gutierrez
takes a fastball on the inside corner. And here's a ball hit in the air. Naquin's on his horse, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6.
So stepping in, Jock Peterson. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. 3-1. Here it is. And this is fouled back and out of play. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another full count pitch home. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here's the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hicks is there. 2 gone. So striding in, Brandon McCarthy. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Naquin's under it, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Greg Garcia. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Greg Garcia.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pitch on the way. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Gutierrez coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. The pitcher, Lance Lynn, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Well, I like that right there. Pulling the bat back. You still got to bunt a strike. That's the one trap that bunters fall into. They think they got to bunt anything. It's not a squeeze bunt. You still have to bunt a strike.
On to first, and they get them both. Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again. 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Digging in to try it again. Aaron Hicks. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And McCarthy able to get ahead of him here with the fastball. It's 0-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Taken in by Simmons. And a low throw, but some fine dirt work there by Gonzalez as he digs this one out. Digging in for his second at bat, Andrew Toles. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Andrew Toles.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Striding in once again, Corey Seager. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit in the air out to left. Kim's on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And that misses, ball one.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now he's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
Now batting, Franklin Gutierrez, looking to make it 3 straight two-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Ready now, Jock Peterson. A base hit in his first trip.
Jock Peterson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Matt, I'm telling you, pitchers are stubborn, right? He gives up a home run on that very same pitch, but he came back with it. This time he got it down. He's stubborn. I'm going to come back, I'm going to throw it again, but I'm going to execute it. And he did. He's clearly not seeing the ball right now. 2 pitches, 2 check swings. You just don't see that very often.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder, Hyun-Soo Kim.
Leading off for
He'll
St.
try
Louis.
to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Hyun-Soo Kim.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Smoke toward third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Carpenter.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Matt Adams now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Swing, strike 2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
The batter, number
So it's a
4,
runner at first with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now a flare out toward right center. Gutierrez is after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard
Up
now.
next for the Cardinals.
Coming to
Second
the plate
baseman,
now, Ben Zobrist.
Zobrist.
2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. That ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yasmani Grandal.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, there's a strike looking, but you know what? They've been so patient. They're leading in this game, I think, because of their discipline at the plate. They're not swinging at balls out of the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here it comes. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Andrelton Simmons.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Carpenter is there. A quick out number 1. Standing in, Brandon McCarthy. He flew out in his last at bat.
Brandon McCarthy.
Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 3 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Naquin is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Grandal rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Here's Corey Seager trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Well, Matt, he's thrown less than 50% first pitch strikes to hitters in this game, and you just can't survive.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in, Greg Garcia. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Shortstop, Greg Garcia.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0. Here it comes. 2-0. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The pitcher number 31.
At the plate, Lance Lynn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. A curveball hit right back at him. One there. On to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
Right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch inside, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Nope. Just missing here, 2-0.
Boy, he's got to want that pitch right there. I know he's been getting a few tonight already, but man, he's around the plate. He's consistent, but like any pitcher, you want all the calls.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Ready once again, Hyun-Soo Kim. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. This is line to left. Naquin rounds the corner and is headed home. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Third baseman number 13.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line towards center field. Hicks is on his way home. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now. Ready for another shot now, Matt Adams. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it his toes. And that ends the inning. Digging in now, Justin Turner. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Justin Turner.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
I think this is an important inning for him. He just had a couple runs given to him, and now it's his job to show the guys I appreciate it by shutting them down.
In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Well, he needs a shutdown inning right here, and it's not starting the way he wants. He's already down in the count big time. The last thing you want to do is start the inning by walking a guy and turning the momentum back to the other team.
Adrian Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground up the middle towards second. Zobrist is there. Back to first, and Adrian is hit into a double play. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Lynn looks in. Here's the 0-1. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So 2 out here, and that extends the inning for Jock Peterson. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Peterson.
First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Yasmani Grandal. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Low for ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Yadier Molina. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Yadier Molina.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Seager backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Second baseman.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field. A base hit. Digging in once again, Greg Garcia. It was a walk in his last trip.
Garcia.
First delivery to him on the way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. McCarthy up to 67 pitches thus far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
On its tailor-made to short. 6-3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball left side. Carpenter has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Brandon McCarthy. He's 0 for 2 thus far. In this one, Chase Utley will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Chase Utley.
Lays off 1-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. So that'll extend the inning, and with 2 away, bring up Corey Seager.
Now batting.
Here's Corey Seager. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. They'll give that runner the green light, headed around third. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Luis Avilan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Lance Lynn. It's been
Leading
an
off
0
for
for
St.
2
Louis,
effort for him to
the
this
pitcher,
point.
number 31, Lance Lynn.
Number
Your attention,
32
please.
is up off the
Pinch
bench
hitting
as
for
he'll
the pitcher,
pinch hit
Lynn.
here to start inning number 7.
32.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe top. So fine play there for the first out.
Right fielder.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Turner's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Center fielder
Digging in
number
to try it
34,
again. Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This is in the air out to right field. Gutierrez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Alex Reyes will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Alex Reyes.
Standing in, Justin Turner. He singled earlier, making him.
Third baseman. Justin
Cardinals get the
Turner.
bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Number 23.
1 gone now in the LA 7th. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Franklin.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch coming to Gutierrez. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on looking at a fastball to end the inning? Striding in once again, Hyun-Soo Kim. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Hyun-Soo Kim.
Johnny Peralta is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
27, Johnny Peralta.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Third baseman.
Ready for another chance? Matt Carpenter. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Now at the plate, Matt Adams.
The batter.
0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Matt Adams.
Jed Jerko will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Jed Jerko.
Pedro Baez gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Pedro Baez.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
A fastball that just misses inside. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-1. This one's flared out toward left. Peterson coasts under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 4.
Stepping into the box, Yadier Molina. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the stretch. Soft liner to the right side. And Molina's aboard to base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. And a big at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Turner has it. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Here's Jock Peterson now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Left fielder. Jock Peterson.
Tyler Lyons is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the
Number
eighth.
70, Tyler Lyons. Now playing left field, number 27, Johnny Peralta. Now at first base, number 3, Jed Jerko.
Marcell Ozuna is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look for some insurance. And he lays off there 1-0. He'll lead it off for the boys in blue here in the eighth at Dodger Stadium. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Well, this is not how he wanted to come into this game out of the bullpen. The leadoff man of the inning, he finds himself down 3-0 in count. He's got to take a deep breath, refocus, and get back in this game.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home eighth.
The catcher, number 9.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
I like the idea of trying to sacrifice, but you got to try to bunt a strike. That ball's out of the zone, but you got to look for a strike just like you would if you were hitting.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
And that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. So stepping in, Pedro Baez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Yasiel Puig will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Daniel Bard is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Good bite to the slider there as it's chopped foul at the plate. Strike 1.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make them swing and miss.
1 run is scored. 2 runs have scored. Now the relay home. And he is in there. So striding forward now, Andrew Toles. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hicks going back to the track. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. Stepping up to the plate, Corey Seager. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Striding in, Justin Turner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Favorable call in there for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. As a look, now the pitch. Adrian Gonzalez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Grounded to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Alex Wood comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with.
57, Alex
Digging in, Greg Garcia. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Shortstop, Greg Garcia.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he lays off for ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. In now, Daniel Bard. Trevor Story will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29, Trevor Story.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. On the ground up the middle. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. So last chance here, and stepping in, Aaron Hicks. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. First opened for business in 1962. We are just about ready for baseball from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. It's the home opener of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Tyler Naquin is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with him. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Gloved by Turner, and he's retired 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low apparently. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
When you have a guy throwing a sinker and a changeup, the whole key to hitting is make him get the ball up. They're going to try to keep it on the same plane, but if he's not keeping it below the knees, he's going to be in trouble. Just make him get it up.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
What, hold up on a 2-strike changeup right there? That's a nice piece of hitting. You know you're looking for a fastball with 2 strikes and adjust. But the changeup to hold up on, nice job.
Gutierrez sprinting after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And that ball's not intentional. That was not even a fastball. Relax now, people. I know we get excited when the ball's up and in.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Now to the plate, Jed Jerko. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And Kazmir a look to first here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Andrew Toles.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs. 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Corey Seager stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again. Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. Now batting, Justin Turner. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s, entering action today. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And not in time as the run scores. Here's Adrian now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's wide. 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
And this is fouled at the plate. Right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting fifth.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get one run in, and now you have two other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. So striding forward now, Jock Peterson. His average coming in way up there in the 380s. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can. While not a great spot to be in right now, 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway.
First baseman, Matt Carpenter.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth.
So the base is empty here with one away. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. 3-1, here it is. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. And that misses for ball one. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. To short, hit hard. Simmons has it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. And here's a ball hit in the air. Molina has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he comes in hitting right at 260 on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Now in the box, Scott Kazmir. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pops up the bunt attempt. In there, strike two. Runner at first here, one man out. The bunt attempt is popped up, and he makes the catch. 2 away now, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Now
ready for another chance. Andrew Tolles 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And that's through for a hit. Here's Corey Seager. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Digging in to try it again. Justin Turner. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So stepping in, Johnny Peralta. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Johnny Peralta.
Into the windup and the pitch. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly he's sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
Peralta waiting the 2-1. Ground ball left side. And that'll be a base hit for Peralta. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Martinez.
number 18,
A textbook sack
Carlos
bunt situation
Martinez.
here. He's running towards second, heading out towards shallow right. Gutierrez is in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning. Throw won't get him. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. One and two. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Digging in for his second at bat, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-0 pitch. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So coming to the plate, Ben Zobrist. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And digging in is the right fielder, Franklin Gutierrez. Drilled on the ground to short. Story picks it up. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. So digging in now, Jock Peterson. He flew out in his last at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit to first. Taken in by Carpenter, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little dribbler back at him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Matt Carpenter.
He's set. Here it comes. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The batter, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0 for 1 for him here in this. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can.
And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. So striding in, Trevor Story, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with the base hit into the outfield. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? And a good strike two pitch there, as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. The tag, and he is out. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Now batting.
So striding in, Johnny Peralta, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Catcher, number 9.
First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Heading after it is Naquin. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number
in now
3,
is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he is working fast, and he wants that quick inning, just throwing a lot of strikes. Right now, 0-1. Again, I think he comes right after him and makes him swing the bat.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The pitcher, Scott Kazmir, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. But this is foul for the first strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2. Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You could pretty much count on a pitcher.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. Now the tag by Molina, but it comes too late. He's in there to score. Here's Corey Seager. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Naquin's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Justin Turner. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 3 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Tapped down the line. Reined in. And he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Martinez comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame.
Carlos Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in once again, Tyler Naquin. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a chance for the Gold Glover Gonzalez over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping up now, Aaron Hicks. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting out at his toes. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Adrian now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman, Adrian.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliced hard on the ground. Jerko has it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Fielder.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Naquin's on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Jock Peterson now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Peterson.
Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Ready once again, Ben Zobrist. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Ben Zobrist.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Turner charging in on it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Third baseman number 3.
Digging in, Jed Jerko. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Carpenter.
Here comes the first pitch. Matt Carpenter stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
3-0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
A called strike over the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball is taken for a strike and he runs it full 3-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight and
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Ready for another shot now. Andrelton Simmons. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Andrelton.
He's ready. Here's the first
Simmons.
offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes. We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Digging in once again, Scott Kazmir. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Toles. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, and that retires the side. At the plate, Yadier Molina, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Gutierrez moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Yimi Garcia takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 63, Yimi Garcia.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. He's set, and the pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Gutierrez moving forward, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Greg Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in. Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
So it was a
Carlos Martinez.
Matt Adams will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Matt Adams.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Zach Duke gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Zach Duke. This change for the Cardinals. Now playing second base, number 35, Greg Garcia.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Corey Seager.
Grounded to first. Carpenter with the slide. It's there, and he's out. Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This ball's grounded foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. Story brings it in. Throw will take care of him at first. Good start to the inning for Duke, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 23.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Gonzalez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Ball 3. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Right fielder.
Yasiel Puig will come on now and pinch run here. From the stretch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got to walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
In the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. We go. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And the throw will be too late at first, so a strange play there as he'll wind up with an infield single.
Fielder, number 31.
Digging in, Jock Peterson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Marcell Ozuna will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Alex Reyes takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Chase Utley will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin. He'll have the first crack. Back at it here as we started.
Tyler Naquin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Ready for another chance. Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Well, they're running out of time. It's the 8th inning. They got to get some runners on and maybe come up with a big home run. But 3 runs down in the 8th. They got to execute. Their outs are of premium.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batting. Right
Here's
fielder.
Ben Zobrist now. They're quickly
Zobrist.
down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Here's Jed Jerko now. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 1 run, 7 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Grandal able to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hard hit at third. A quick out number 1. So digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Standing in, Yimi Garcia. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Scott Van Slyke will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he takes ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
In there, and it's even at 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So stepping in, Andrew Toles. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Kevin Segrist. This change for the Cardinals. Now playing left field, number 11, Logan Forsythe. Now at first base, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
When you face a guy with this kind of motion, you just take the first pitch. You hope it's not a strike, but you got to be able to read him. He just gives you a different look than anybody else.
And this ball's going to fall out there. A base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now. Coming to the plate now, Corey Seager, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now he finds himself down 2-0. It looks like he's just distracted. This is the advantage of having a guy on first base who can run.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. But he'll hold on to it as he'll just regroup here. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad... Here's Matt Carpenter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
First baseman.
Alex Wood comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 57, Alex Wood.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 home. Swing and a little blooper to center. Simmons into shallow center. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Kenley Jansen takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. 1 out, nobody on. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And the pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Down the third baseline. Turner's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one.